First 20 years of my life, I moved countries 5 times and changed schools 10 times. So the adventure of going from the US to Saudi Arabia, to the UAE, to Turkey, back to Morocco, and all of that change and being put in a position where my reality was having to constantly create new relationships. I find that it was a lot of effort, but then again, my name means effort, so that's fine. I'm ready for that. It really got me to think about how at the heart of everything, it's one-on-one. There was always this stripping down, this breaking down, this rebuilding. And friendship was always at the center of that and at the heart of that. So by the time I went from the UAE to Turkey, I was already in a place where I was paying attention to the people around me. So when I was there, the Syrian war was happening, and there was this huge influx of refugees. And for a lot of people at that time, it was the first time that they were getting exposed to people they weren't familiar with, people they didn't know, people who were being spotlighted as different. And that's where trying to support them and trying to make sure that they have access to the types of relationships that will help them heal helped me to start asking questions about my own field, about therapy and psychology and mental health, because at the heart of it is a relationship. And when you don't have access to that particular type of relationship, the relationship with a psychologist, you have to start asking, what are the other types of relationships that can fulfill that role and can fulfill that function? So that's where we started to look at the friendships, the relationship with the teacher, the relationship with your bus driver in school, and really starting to look at how can those people become that source of healing and that source of support and that space where you can start to rebuild your sense of self. We can look at all of these big issues, and there's a lot of complexity, but when you strip it back and you think about the human at the heart of it and what they need in order to rebuild, in order to develop, in order to grow, it always comes down to that relationship, to that friendship, and to how we interact and see each other.